Okay, boys and girls, I'm looking at lesson 2 at code.org, the intro to HTML. Yesterday we got our feet wet with it, dipped our toes in the water a little bit, got a little practice, and so I wanted to help you through this entire lesson. So this video is going to show you how to get through lesson 2, how to use code.org, how to make sure you're getting everything you need to get from it, understanding it, and doing it correctly. Okay, so first of all, this, as you can see, is bubble 1. I call them bubbles, right? Yesterday we started on bubble 2. I didn't even bring you back this far, but I want to show this to you to show you some of the vocabulary that we're going to be using, okay? All this right here, right in the middle. So we already talked about HTML, the hypertext markup language, right? That's the language of learning how to write code that creates links that can lead to different pages of your website and different websites. An HTML element is a piece of a website marked by a start tag and often with an end tag. And so that's really important that you know that. Like all this code down here in yellow, these are examples of tags, and they usually come in pairs. There's an opening tag and a closing tag, and you put the content of your website in between the tags. We'll get to all this later, just want to introduce you to all this vocabulary. Okay, an HTML tag is a special set of characters that indicates the start and end of an HTML element. So right here, this part right here, HTML, right there, just the part I highlighted is one tag. And then there's another tag right here, this part. So you can see there are two tags, opening and closing, and you can see the difference between them. The closing tag has a slash, has a backslash in it. Okay, opening tag does not. The doc type, this one right here, has no closing tag. It's one of the only tags that doesn't have a closing tag. Okay, so we also talked about website content. That's all the text and images you're going to put in your website. And then the structure is how you organize it. So what's going to be on page 1, what's going to be on page 2, what's going to be on page 3. So now you know this vocabulary we're going to be using in this class now, from now on, and we're going to be using what are called tags, usually in pairs, to write our code. Let's get to it. When I'm done at a certain page, I always come down to the orange button and click finish or continue, right? We know that. Good, thumbs up. So it's going to take me to the next lesson. This is bubble 2 where we started yesterday. And we know that up here in the top left corner are the instructions. This is basically shows you how the part below, the lower part of the screen, is divided into 3 for files, workspace, and the preview of our website. And we talked about this yesterday, where if we type something in the workspace, I say, hey everyone, how's it going? But then I click refresh and save, we should see all that text over here in the preview. And we'll talk about why this part is on 2 different lines, but the preview is only on 1 line. We'll get to that. That's part of the process of learning that we're going through. Okay, but I'm done with this now. I did everything that it asked me to do in the do this section. So now I'm going to scroll down. I actually can't see the finish button because it's hidden by my video. So I'm just going to go to the next section, the next bubble. It's video 3. So what you do here is you play the video. You watch it, you learn, you pay attention, okay? It's very important that you pay attention. Okay, let's go to the next one. Part 4 says explore HTML. Okay, now boys and girls, look at all of this. Okay, we've got quite a bit going on. First of all, we have instructions up here in the top left, and notice also we have a help and tips section. So you have a video you could watch, you also have a link you could click, and it will show you about HTML tags. Pretty cool, right? So I'm going to close that. So not only do you have instructions, but you have help and tips. Okay, so here are the instructions. It says down below is a web page written in HTML. And then under do this, it says click the tip, how do I use the inspector tool? Okay, that's over here at the top. How do I use the inspector tool? Okay, you read about it. Here's the inspector button right here. Okay, so basically you turn it on and off. And the inspector tool, I think I showed you yesterday, It's just a way for you, when you turn it on, when you hover over the preview, like I'm doing right here, it shows you in the workspace the part of the code that makes that part of the website. So you can see as you hover over different parts of the preview, it'll show you in the workspace which part of the code makes that. So it'll show you the connection between the workspace and the website. Okay, so again, remember you can move this up if you want more room. Okay, now notice if I don't hover anywhere, if I hover in the white space, it highlights the whole thing. And so it's going to highlight the whole body of the code from the opening body tag right here in line 6 to the closing body tag in line 18, right? That's if I hover in the white space. If I hover somewhere specifically, like right here, it's going to show me that this is line 8 of the code. Okay, that's the idea. Now let's see if we've done everything in the do this section. It says follow the instructions in the web page to explore the web page. This keeps creeping up. And discuss. Oh my gosh, that is really super annoying. Okay, how do I get it to stop doing that? Wow, is that annoying? Okay, let's turn the inspector off. Maybe that'll help. Okay, there. Remember, anything that says discuss with a partner, we're not doing that. We don't have partners, so just do the best on your own, okay? So you click the inspector tool, you kind of know how it works. That's all it wanted you to do. You read about it up here. Let's go on, okay? So you guys getting the idea? This is how it works. I'm going to end this video because it's getting too long, and I'll pick up the last half of lesson 2 in the next video. See ya.